The Skinstructors tip of the week. Think of sunscreen like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't skip brushing just because it's not a special occasion, right? It's a daily habit for long-term health. Similarly, SPF isn't just for sunny beach days. It's a daily essential to protect against the cumulative damage from UV rays, just like brushing protects against cavities. This analogy really helps clients understand that SPF is a non-negotiable part of their daily routine, not just an occasional treatment. This simple reframing can help build consistency and emphasize its daily importance, regardless of the weather or whether they're spending the day indoors.
Welcome back to the Skinstructors, the podcast where we bring you all things aesthetics. I'm your host, Jolie.
And I'm Morgan. Before we get started, I want to thank one of our amazing listeners for their review. They wrote, "I can't wait to see what is in store for this podcast. I already learned so much in just this first episode and am looking forward to all the tips and lessons I'll learn from these girls." Thank you so much for taking the time to write this. It really helps our podcast grow. That way, more estheticians can feel more educated about aesthetics.
Yes, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Today, we're tackling a topic that's near and dear to our esthetician hearts and absolutely crucial for our clients: sun protection factor, or SPF. Recommending the right SPF isn't about just selling a product. It's about safeguarding our clients' skin health, preventing premature aging, and significantly reducing their risk of skin cancer. It's a cornerstone of any effective skincare routine.
Absolutely. And while it might seem straightforward, the world of SPF can be surprisingly nuanced. So whether you're a fresh-faced esthetician just starting out or a seasoned pro looking to refine your recommendations, we've got some invaluable tips for you today.
Let's start with the basics for our newer listeners. Why is SPF so darn important?
Great question, Jolie. Think of it this way. Our skin is constantly under attack from environmental aggressors, and one of the most damaging is ultraviolet UV radiation from the sun.
Exactly. There are two main types that we worry about: UVA and UVB rays. Think of UVB as the burning rays. They're responsible for sunburn and play a key role in skin cancer development. UVA rays, on the other hand, are the aging rays. They penetrate deeper into the skin, contributing to wrinkles, sunspots, and the loss of elasticity.
And it's not just sunny days. UVA rays are present year-round and can even penetrate clouds and glass. I love when I hear estheticians using the analogy of how plants indoors can still get sunlight, and so can we. That's why daily SPF application is non-negotiable.
Precisely. And that brings us to the different types of sunscreens on the market. The two main categories are physical and chemical. Can you break those down for us, Morgan?
Yeah, absolutely. So physical sunscreens, sometimes called mineral sunscreens, can act like a shield. They contain mineral ingredients like zinc oxide and titanium dioxide that sit on the surface of the skin and physically block UV radiation.
Yeah, think of them as tiny mirrors deflecting those harmful rays. They're generally considered gentler on sensitive skin and provide broad spectrum protection.
Correct. Now, chemical sunscreens, on the other hand, they work like a sponge. They contain chemical filters that absorb UV radiation, convert it into heat, and then release it from the skin. They tend to be lighter in texture and absorb more easily.
And it's important to note that both types are effective when formulated and used correctly. The best type often comes down to the individual skin type, preferences, and any sensitivities.
Now let's talk about how SPF actually works. What does that number on the bottom mean?
That SPF number indicates how well a sunscreen protects you from UVB rays, the burning rays. Specifically, it tells you how much longer you can stay in the sun without getting sunburned compared to if you weren't wearing any sunscreen.
For example, if you typically start to burn after 10 minutes in the sun without any protection, an SPF of 30 theoretically allows you to stay in the sun for 30 times longer. So 300 minutes without burning.
Notice you said theoretically. It's crucial to emphasize that SPF is not a measure of time and is highly dependent on factors like skin type, intensity of UV radiation, and proper application.
Exactly. And that brings us to the $1,000,000 question: what SPF number should our clients be using?
The American Academy of Dermatology recommends a minimum of SPF 30. SPF 30 blocks about 97% of UVB rays, while SPF 50 blocks about 98%.
It's a common misconception that a higher SPF offers significantly more protection. While there is a slight increase, the difference between SPF 30 and SPF 100 is not as dramatic as many people think.
The key takeaway is consistent and generous application, regardless of the SPF number. Most people don't apply enough sunscreen to achieve the labeled protection. We should be advising clients to use about a shot glass full for their entire body and a teaspoon for their face.
Now, let's address a crucial point for our clients with melanin-rich skin. There's a harmful misconception that people with darker skin tones don't need sunscreen.
Yeah, this is absolutely false. While melanin does offer some natural protection, it's not enough to prevent sun damage, premature aging, and the risk of skin cancer. Skin cancer can affect people of all skin tones, and it's often diagnosed later in individuals with darker skin, making it more dangerous.
So, what SPF numbers should clients of color be using? The same recommendation applies: a minimum of SPF 30 for broad spectrum protection.
Now, let's touch on why some sunscreens can leave a white cast, particularly on darker skin tones. This is often due to mineral blockers like zinc oxide and titanium dioxide not being adequately blended into the formulation. These minerals can reflect light, leaving a noticeable white residue. The texture and formulation of the sunscreen also play a role. Mineral sunscreens without tints or pigments can be more noticeable.
Thankfully, cosmetic chemistry has come a long way. Many modern chemical sunscreens are formulated to be sheer and blend seamlessly into all skin tones. For mineral sunscreens, look for tinted options, which contain added pigments to counteract the white cast. Gel-based sunscreens are also a good option as they are lightweight and absorb quickly. It's also important to thoroughly massage the sunscreen into the skin to ensure even distribution.
This is where our expertise comes in. We need to guide our clients toward formulations that are both effective and cosmetically elegant for their skin tone.
It's also exciting to see how SPF formulations have evolved beyond just UV protection. Many modern sunscreens now incorporate active ingredients that address other skin concerns simultaneously.
That's right. We're seeing SPFs with built-in antioxidants like vitamin C and E for added anti-aging benefits, niacinamide to help with pigment and texture, and even salicylic acid for clients prone to acne. This multitasking approach can really simplify a client's routine and encourage better compliance.
Absolutely, and it's crucial for us as estheticians to stay updated on these innovative formulas so we can offer targeted recommendations. For a client focused on anti-aging, suggesting an SPF with peptides or hyaluronic acid can be a game changer.
Beyond UVA and UVB, superior SPF formulations are also starting to address other damaging rays, high energy visible light, or HEV light, also known as blue light, emitted from electronic devices like our phones and computers, has been shown to contribute to hyperpigmentation and potentially other signs of aging. Research has shown that damage from HEV light may be as harmful as that caused by UVA and UVB rays combined.
Yeah, that's right, Jolie. Additionally, HEV light can penetrate more deeply into the skin than UVA and UVB rays, with the potential for greater long-term damage. And infrared IRA rays, while they don't cause sunburn, also penetrate deeply into the skin and contribute to free radical damage and collagen breakdown.
Look for broad spectrum SPFs that specifically mention protection against HEV light and IRA. Ingredients like iron oxides are often used to help filter blue light, and some formulations include antioxidants that can help neutralize the free radicals generated by both HEV and IRA rays.
Educating our clients about this broader spectrum of protection can really elevate their understanding of comprehensive sun defense. It's not just about avoiding sunburn anymore, it's about protecting their skin from a wider range of environmental stressors.
Okay, let's get practical. What are some key tips for estheticians when recommending SPF to their clients?
First and foremost, ask questions. Understand their lifestyle, their skin type, any sensitivities that they have, their texture preferences. Ask them if they prefer a lightweight feel. Are they prone to breakouts? Do they wear makeup daily?
Absolutely. Educate them on the importance of daily use, even on cloudy days and when indoors near windows. Explain the difference between UVA and UVB rays and why broad spectrum protection is essential.
I think it's also important to show them different textures and formulations. Have testers available so they can experience how a product feels on their skin. This can make a huge difference in compliance.
Address the white cast issue head on for clients with darker skin. You can recommend sheer chemical formulas or tinted mineral sunscreens that can help to avoid or counteract any potential white residue.
When explaining proper application techniques, emphasize the need for a generous amount and reapplication every 2 hours or immediately after swimming or sweating.
You can do this in your retail area or integrate those SPF recommendations into the treatment room. By finishing every facial with an SPF application and explaining why you're doing it, it reinforces its importance.
And finally, stay informed about new SPF products and technologies. The industry is constantly evolving, so continuous learning is key to providing the best recommendations.
Let's do a quick role play to illustrate how we might approach an SPF recommendation. Morgan, you be the esthetician and I'll be the client.
All right, so hi Jolie, thanks for coming in today. So we've had a lovely hydrating facial, and now it's time for the most important step in protecting that beautiful skin, which is SPF. I know during our consultation, you mentioned you're not consistent with wearing SPF, is that right?
Yeah, I try to sometimes, but honestly, I find them greasy and they often leave a weird white film on my face.
I understand completely. It sounds like you haven't found the right formula for your particular skin yet. Because you mentioned the white film, which can be common with some mineral sunscreens and that greasy feeling, I recommend a lightweight chemical sunscreen. These are often formulated to absorb quickly and leave a sheer finish. I'm going to go ahead and apply some to the back of your hand so you can see what it looks like on your skin.
Oh, this feels much lighter than what I've used before. It's disappearing into my skin nicely.
Oh, that's great. So this one is an SPF of 50, which offers excellent broad spectrum protection against both UVA and UVB rays. Remember, we want to apply about a teaspoon amount for your face and reapply every 2 hours. Even on cloudy days, those UV rays can still reach your skin.
That makes sense. So even though it doesn't feel heavy, it's still protecting me?
Yeah, absolutely. The lightweight texture just makes it more comfortable and easier to incorporate into your daily routine. Consistency is key with SPF. Do you have any other questions about it?
No, I think that clears things up. Thank you.
You're welcome. Remember, daily SPF is your best defense against premature aging and sun damage.
That was a great example, Morgan. It highlights the importance of listening to the client's concerns and offering solutions tailored to their needs.
Exactly. It's not just about telling them to use SPF, it's about finding a product that they'll actually want to use consistently.
So, to all of our listeners, remember that recommending the right SPF is a crucial part of your role as an esthetician. By understanding the science behind sun protection, the different types of formulas available, and your client's individual needs, you can empower them to protect their skin for years to come.
Absolutely. Sunscreen isn't just a product, it's an essential step in maintaining healthy, youthful looking skin.
That brings us to the end of our episode on sunscreen. We hope this information has been helpful for all of you on your aesthetics journey.
Thanks for tuning in to the Skinstructors podcast. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. And as always, don't hesitate to educate.